Well, DA leader John Steenhuisen says he offered the party's Shadow Minister of Communications and Digital Technologies, Phumzile van Dam, a sabbatical due to her ongoing health concerns. This after Van Dam took to Twitter and disclosed that the party leader had given her a sabbatical without her asking for it, a move she has vowed to challenge.
Well, obviously, she can make whatever comments she likes to make. I've reshuffled my cabinet. It's the prerogative of every new leader. I inherited a shadow cabinet that wasn't appointed by me. I've been given a mandate by the party, 80% mandate at the Congress. I've reshuffled my cabinet. I offered the sabbatical to the member concerned because of ongoing health issues. Whether she takes it up or not is her prerogative.
Alliance has released its new shadow cabinet. The most notable change is that of Phumzile van Dam, the former shadow minister for communications, telecommunications and postal services. Van Dam has been replaced by her former deputy shadow minister, Zakhele Mbhele. She has now been listed as an alternate member for that portfolio. Van Dam was a supporter of Mbali Ntuli, who went head-to-head against John Steenhuisen in the race for DA party leader in October. Van Dam took to social media yesterday to express her displeasure at being told by Steenhuisen that she has been placed on a sabbatical following a long illness. In a letter sent to Van Dam by Steenhuisen, he offers her a 3-month sabbatical, expressing concern for her health issues. In its press release outlining the new cabinet, DA Chief Whip Natasha Mazzone says it's customary for a new leader to choose a new shadow cabinet.
As is customary, after every Congress, the leader of the party and the parliamentary leader have the prerogative to adjust the shadow cabinet as they see fit to make sure that they enact their manifesto as presented to Congress. As is known, John Steenhuisen won his seat as leader of the Democratic Alliance with an overwhelming 80% of Congress delegates voting for him and his manifesto. He has therefore appointed the DA shadow cabinet, known as the Shadow Cabinet for Real Change, Real Hope Now. We are very proud to present the amended Shadow Cabinet, and we are very certain that these men and women and proud South African patriots will lead the Democratic Alliance forward in making sure that we realise our promises and hopes to the South African public and represent the South African public to the very best of our ability in the National Assembly.
All right, well, we spoke to political analyst Glorani Dube, who says that the arrogance of the DA is now manifesting on those that are not willing to support and stand with their views and structures. He says Phumzile van Dam's tweets were a form of strategy to seek sympathy from the public.
I think we as the South Africans, we had already created a particular perspective about the politics of DA, and we know very well what DA stands for and what DA is trying to achieve in our country. And interestingly, post so-called Nasrec and the rise of Ramaphosa in our country has made DA to be very comfortable and to be focused. And so I don't think that DA currently is going to be sympathetic to people like Van Dam or any other person who really try to derail their objectivity that they are trying to achieve in this country.
Do you think there's going to be consequences for this post?
Look, we've seen it before, and I think John is telling her that, look, you have to listen to our mission and objective and respect it as an organization. And if you are going to try a populist stand, we are not going to take that, and we are no longer going to entertain any person who try to take a posture in the social media or in any other social platform trying to portray himself or herself as the victim of race or and so forth. And so I think here we see the arrogance of the DA, and they are not sympathetic at all. But on the other side, we question ourselves that we've seen Helen Zille saying the most racist thing in our country, but with no concern consequences. And so I guess the justice in DA is there for certain people and is not there for others. And so that's the factional politics that is unraveling in our country, and we've been witnessing it throughout the whole political organization in our country. And so there's nothing new, and is normal in the politics of power relation in an organization.
Perception is the place where vision and sensation merge. In politics, Mr. Dube, perception, as you know, can sometimes be reality. What should someone consider when questioning their leaders, their party, publicly?
No, that's why I'm saying, she was trying to be a populist, she was trying to garner a public sympathy. And maybe on the other side, he was trying to say, look, I'm a black person, I'm being victimized here by the white lords. But we know, as I'm saying, when he joined DA, she was fully aware that the DA is there to serve the interests of a particular constituency in our country, which is the white people. And so she can't lay and come and have crocodile tears and seek sympathy to us to say, I'm in this den, and this den is starting to devour me. And so we as South Africans who knows politics, we know what DA stands for, and we know who are the primary target for the DA's mission in our country. And so she is not. And so one can say, as I'm saying, the DA is starting to cleanse itself, and the number of people who are going to be the victims are the black people in the DA.
Talk to us about, as you put it, the primary targets with the new leadership in place. What direction is the DA heading?
Look, during the times of Jacob Zuma, the DA was trying also to attract the so-called the black voters. But now DA is a very solid faction of the ANC. And so in terms of political representation and interest, I think the ANC is bringing the black constituency through the president of Babuse Ramaphosa, and the DA is bringing the white constituency through the leadership of John Steenhuisen. And I don't think now there's any competition between the DA and also the ANC, but they are working together in order to regulate and pacify the anger of the black of their constituency. On the other side is the whites, and the ANC is doing well to pacify the anger and regulate the militancy of the black voters who still yearn for freedom in our country.
All right, that is my colleague Blaine Herman in conversation with political analyst Zakhele Mbhele about the goings-on at the DA. Moving on.